Welcome back to Deep Thought. We're going through Sonic Adventure 2, and finally, we get another Sonic stage. And
Pyramid Cave.
yeah, some people tend to like this. Some people like this level, other people don't. I like this level.
I like it.
I like it a lot, except for one little section that sort of slows it down, but I can mostly look past that just because of how much fun the general running sections are.
Yeah, this is not as good as the other ones, if only because those like little sections that kind of get sprinkled out, where you have to like carry a few items, or as we'll see right now, this whole time mechanic with the doors and stuff. But other than that, it's still good.
It's not as slow paced as Sandopolis, thankfully.
Yeah. Although these areas do take a lot of ideas from Sandopolis, such as the ghosts, the timers, the egg golem. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, this is also the level where you get the little bounce mechanic. And
it's Gamma. It's Gamma.
Yeah, it's he's gotten skinny though.
Yeah.
So good on him.
It's like the lower budget production line Gamma, really, isn't it?
It's F102 Gamma.
No, that sounds like the bootleg import Gamma.
I assume that this part is what you meant.
I was meaning more the longer one. Like, that one's okay because that's just sort of like introducing the mechanic. It's one where you got this. No, it's not this part. It's the part where you've got to do the thing.
It's the one where you're outside.
This is the part. Yeah, I don't like this part that much.
My favourite part of this level, though, is at the very end, where you see Eggman has a whole bunch of like neon signs with his face on them installed in the pyramid. It just screams Eggman to me.
Very classy.
The guy is such a fucking ego. It's beautiful.
But I fucking love it. I love when bad guys have huge egos.
Yeah, it just makes their falling at the end that's so much more satisfying, really, doesn't it? It's like, you fucking love yourself, but you're making a right tit right now.
Yeah, so you may not like this part. I don't either.
It's very short, though, to be fair. It's like 1/5 of the whole level, max.
Yeah, but as you saw that there, I just chucked that key and it landed perfectly on there, like that.
Yeah, I like that, because normally I'm a bit careful with this, because I don't want to have to do it again. But yeah, if you just chuck it like I even did there, then it goes by that much quicker.
I don't know whether or not I... Oh, you go, Mia.
One thing I never really liked in this game, and I think SA1 did it a bit too, is the parts where you can like run up the side of the wall. It's kind of iffy.
Yeah.
When it works, it's cool. When it doesn't work, then it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Sonic 06.
The last section there with the ghosts. I don't know whether or not I like that part, because on one hand, getting past the ghosts, it's kind of tense and very interesting, and it's fun. But also, like, if you get trapped by one of those ghosts, you are basically kind of screwed.
Yeah.
Because that door will close, like, very slowly, but it will close.
Isn't this the level where you get the bounce bracelet?
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. I like this mechanic.
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
Again, it's a mapping problem in that it should have been a different button to the light dash, but other than that, it is cool.
Yeah, well, as long as you're not standing next to a ring, it should work just fine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, when you're trying to use the light dash and you're over a pit. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god, A ranking this level was a bitch because of those rings in the beginning. I was so OCD about them, and I'm like, oh, you have to get every single one of those rings, and I know you don't have to, but I did it anyway.
Yeah, but you don't have to, but you kind of have to.
Yeah.
I get like that a lot, to be fair.
Yeah. All right, now we're here at a door, and that's another lovely intro for Eggman.
Lying around here somewhere. It's like they knew the plot was just terrible.
Yeah.
I think it was just a satire.
I just love Sonic's automatic delegation here. Like, no, Knuckles, you go find it, mate. I can't be asked.
He's probably just going out for a smoke then.
Yeah.
Death Chamber.
Death Chamber.
This is my least favorite Knuckles stages.
I'll agree. It's not very good. It's kind of annoying, and having all the different rooms and the fact you have to keep going backwards and forwards between the rooms because of how the radar works, it really gets a bit tedious after a while.
Yeah.
In this level, you also get the power gloves, which just enable you to
So bad.
kind of break through those boxes, those metal boxes you saw over there. So they don't do that much, but
It's a solution to our sort of arbitrary obstacle. It does what it needs to do, but it's not really anything to write home about.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I said earlier, Knuckle stages work best in an open area. When it's closed off areas and paths that are so small and the camera just doesn't know what it wants to do, it's just frustrating.
Especially when the key is on one of these sections here, because the camera will basically never cooperate with you when you're up in that little corner
Damn
there.
right, Knuckles.
And there's also these parts here where the doors open and then almost immediately close, and you just God.
Yeah.
Fun fact about this level's song. In the GameCube version, and I believe just all the game versions, there was like lines of dialogue which contained "damn" in it, which was cut out of the actual game, but it's still on the album version.
Yeah, I think it was originally left in the Dreamcast version, and it just got changed in the port. Yeah.
I still in the for the GameCube version, the ESRB rating still did contain mild lyrics. I assume that's only because like maybe
sexy and smooth.
Yeah, probably like that. Yeah,
and
that
I
would
think
make
"damn"
sense.
is also said in Unknown from Emmy.
Yeah, that would make sense. I think they probably in this case they may have kept it because the ESRB rating for this game does contain mild lyrics, and it's "damn" is one of the reasons. So there.
Yeah.
That's a damn shame.
I know. I know that Eggman wants to steal our soul, keep the emeralds, and build a throne, though.
Lovely,
Not
Mia.
if I can help at all.
Yeah. The good part, like again, as I played through this level a bunch of times, so like learning the geometry here, even though it is closed off and kind of frustrating to maneuver, I kind of know where I'm going.
I just bumble around for ages till I find it in this level.
Yeah, then like 16 minutes later, you're thinking, oh, where the fuck is this thing?
Basically.
That was just kind of the case for me for just the first level, but yeah, for these other levels, kind of memorizing the geometry is not a necessity, but it certainly helps.
Yeah. Still, you blast you through these levels, so you make me look like a scrub player, which, to be fair, I am with this game.
Yeah, well, I did have a lot of practice. Like I said, I didn't do it the first time, so...
You did shave like 13 minutes off of a typical first time run of this level.
Okay, now it's time for a double dose of boss fights.
I love the music for this fight.
It's cool, yeah.
This is also probably the doofiest boss I have ever seen, and I love him.
It looks like it should come out of a different game or something, really, doesn't it? Compared to all the other enemies in that.
Even like his intro logo thing that all the bosses have looks totally different.
Yeah.
He is so out of place, but he's still just I love him so much, and he's mine forever, and I want him.
He's the only one who has absolutely nothing to do with the plot, I think, is the thing.
Yeah, and his boss fight is actually kind of creative.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, opening up here and then digging him out and then hitting him. It's the same thing 4 times, but it's a nice.
You can actually skip some cycles by staying hugging up close to the wall and running around, and you can get a second hit in him, and that cuts a lot of time off how long it takes you to beat this guy. It's quite difficult to do though.
Yeah, boss levels is where my scrubness kind of shows. Yeah, that part there.
I'm not scared of no ghosts.
Yeah. So I just kind of waited around. You gotta kind of keep him close to you so he'll do his fire breath thing, which will make him vulnerable for that little ghost on the back that's carrying the hourglass, which is there for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah.
So it is very tight to get the second hit in, but if you're up close to him, and then it is literally just a case of stay close to the wall so you don't have as much distance to put in, and you'll be fine.
It also kind of looks like Pac-Man from this angle.
Waka waka waka.
You know.
Well, he is a ghost, so...
I love how fast Knuckles goes.
Yeah, like Knuckles can actually go fast, but he just sort of doesn't a lot of the time.
Yeah, I never really had a problem with him going fast, because, like, within the Knuckles stages, because I pretty much all the time uses the glide mechanic.
Yeah.
Like, so, like, his speed wasn't really that much of a concern to me.
I just don't like how they kind of really slowed him down for no apparent reason, like in later games like 06. It just doesn't make sense to me, because it doesn't inhibit him in any way to be fast. Like, he can run around fast and still do, like, his gliding and shit. It really doesn't hurt at all, so, like, why not just let him go fast?
When he's in the ground, he looks like a sperm.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, didn't Knuckles have, like, a very small presence in Sonic 06? Like, he had one part in one level, and that was it?
He's got a handful of levels. They really screwed up his gameplay in that his descent is much quicker, like steeper.
It's at a huge angle.
Yeah, so he falls down a little quicker, and he also gets stuck on walls a lot of the time. Like, sometimes you'll just start climbing a wall and then you just can't get off, and you kind of have to, like, trick the camera into pushing you off.
Yeah, you play as him in Flame Core and one part in Aquatic Base, and in the final level. There was really no point in including.
In the end of the world.
I feel at some point I may have to at least try 06.
It's an experience, and I think you should.
Yeah.
Which do you recommend, the PS3 or Xbox 360? I want to go PS3 because I heard it's more janky, and I'm like, yeah, I could probably go for that.
I played it on PS3.
Oh, I played the 360 version. Like, that was what sold me on 360 in the first place. There's more Sonic for it. That's why I bought 360 in the first place.
Yeah.
Now we've got another boss coming up, so...
Oh, this part! Oh,
yeah.
Say what you will about this game and stuff, but this cutscene is perfect.
Yeah, it's like Eggman gets 2 moments of badass in this game, and that's one of them, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll take your lives as well as the Chaos Emerald.
It's unfortunate that the people over at Sonic Team just don't know how to audio mix, or at least didn't know in the past.
It's even worse in this version than it is in the Dreamcast and GameCube ones too. Like, they've turned, for some reason, like, the problem has always been that the music was drowning out the, like, dialogue, but now they turned the audio up, the music up.
Yeah, also that song that was playing in the cutscene, love that.
Oh,
I love this subtitle here. Egg Golem, the Golem. Like, thanks. That tells me so much more about him.
It's my original character, Egg Golem the Golem.
Yeah.
Oh, you idiot!
Down we go.
He looks like Megatron.
Yeah, like I said, the boss fights is where my scrub levels have been showing. But in any case, I like this boss battle a little bit. Kind of. Sort of.
You can speed it up by doing like what you did there with jumping on the platform before it's properly came out. But yeah, I always tend to use the homing attack on them top 3 platforms. It just, like, as long as your camera is in the right place, then it just speeds up the whole process.
I just found it best whenever he does that kind of little rotating thing to just kind of fall to the ground, because you can easily get back up through those, like, lever things.
Unless you're
Yeah,
Eggman.
sure. I intentionally jumped off the edge. I buy it, everyone. I buy it.
I've seen those things where you're, like, playing as Eggman in place of other characters. Like, is that... where can I find that? Because...
That's like a mod I think someone's came out with that just, like, switches the models around. I think my favourite one's, like, the scene from City Escape where Eggman's just running down the side of the building.
Yeah, I've seen that GIF. It's hilarious.
There's one I think Donnie posted on Twitter the other day that was like Eggman picking up another Eggman and throwing him off the edge or something.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, this boss fight's pretty easy. Just avoid his attacks and then go to his back and then jump up onto the top of his head and then hit that thing that's glowing on his head. Do that 4 times and he's done. He's dead.
Job's a good one.
Here's a question. Is he like an ancient creature that had been kind of sleeping in this pyramid for
I'm guessing it's
thousands
just a
of
bunch of
years.
stones that Eggman somehow animated or something. I don't know.
Just kind of glue them together.
Yeah.
I won't even go into the whole like logic thing of why are there platforms on the back of his thing and why would Eggman include such a weird weak point. Meh.
All right, we'll see you on the next episode of Deep Thought.